They go play action. Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Mills. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And it's now 3-0 Texans. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wentz. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You tell they want to. downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks him, and he's going to take this one back to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before. We've seen a defense beat a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call it just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who are allowed to take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He completes this to Cole Turner. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Straight ahead, Gibson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Howard. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have moved out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. Play fake, Mills. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up until 3rd and 9.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
Don't drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Desmond King back deep. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. First and 10, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Mills. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw again on second down, Powell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Robinson will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sly able to put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. They can throw it, run it, and try to win this ball game.
And Howe will throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fly incomplete.
So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, another touchdown was scored there. Now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Play action now. Mills.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, a run with Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 49 yards. And Washington able to strike for 6.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down, Mills.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run here with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Now he'll look to throw it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7.
defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Looking to throw is Mills. And this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run. Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Powell down to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mills. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Mills, fourth down, gotta have it.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Howell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain an 18-point lead.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mills.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now Mills on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick-6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Mills. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And some room to work.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Mills on 1st down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Mills. This ball caught by Mechie.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Play fake. Mills.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Mills.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that the team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one
Between the Washington Commanders
and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
22 yards there, first down. Mills to throw it.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's complete. It's Collins.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
On the opening drive. Looking to throw again on second down.
Mills. Another one caught by Collins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to come.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chase Young,
credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
On play action, Mills.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 24. Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Howell. He completes this to Cole Turner.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Howell's throw here complete to Dodson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Howell. He's got Turner. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. We're scoreless after 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4. Howell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Probably went empty set there. No bats in the backfield. Receivers out in the pack. And in this situation, what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Play action now. Mills.
He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw is Mills. That's underneath to Pierce.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Mills. Delivers another one to Pierce.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Again, it's Mills.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Mills throw there, complete to Rodgers. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. The Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made about the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pierce.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Being chased out left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Powell winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air. But no, incomplete.
Now Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to be a game down to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
A waste of time.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Throwing, Mills.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw, Mills. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. One last shot before the break. Howell
slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
In a game where 1 field goal is all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figured both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Powell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Bears are going to come up empty in this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 51 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection. Nice in route.
With those fast
faster passes and they're going that fast. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Here's Howell.
Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Robinson up the middle.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Powell. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on 4th down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr.
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. 2nd down, Howell now. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Howell's throw into the hands of Turner. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Second and 4. On the give, here's Robinson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 14-10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to want to get a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
For the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They begin the drive with Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake.
Yes, sure. Without a doubt. Because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake. Now, that's a nice play. Get me fired up on it. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Mills back to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's brought down, but great yardage to start the drive, a first down, and it sets him up pretty nicely here moving forward. Mills looking to throw it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
That's complete. It's Collins.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of